And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Falcons, 5'10" senior, number 1, Miles McGriff. 6' junior, number 4, Tucker Armstrong. 5'10" junior, number 21, Amarion Johnson. 6'5" senior, number 22, Caden Caberline. And 6'6" senior, number 25, Brody Casson. Lady South's head coach is Dan Morrow. His assistants Andrew Miley, Steve Amershek, Jason Martin, Kurt Dunn, and Josh Jedden. Owl Nation, please turn your attention to the video board.
Snap.
All right, we will go after the starting lineup.
Just give us the go call whenever we're
1 senior, number 3, Bryson Robinson. 6'4" senior, number 20, Makai Blakeney. 6'5" senior, number 22, Jason Loons. 6'1" senior, number 32, Tariq Suarez. The Ladies West head coaches Brad Ball, his assistants Brett Mowry, Eric Kinney, Jeff Zimmerman, Scott Aldridge, and Rob Pitts. Tonight's officials are Cooper Moore, Jeff Sandy, and Chad McFarland.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the beautiful Owls that are here on a buzzing Friday night. We got the home Olathe West Owls versus the away Olathe South Falcons in a little bit of a crosstown showdown. And this one should be a doozy, Cooper.
Starting lineups for tonight. First for the Olathe South Falcons. It'll be Miles McGriff, number 4, Tucker Armstrong, 21, Amarion Johnson. He's the leader of this offense, I think. He's kind of the glue of this team. Number 22, Caden Caberlin, and 25, Brody Kaysen. Now the starting lineup for your Olathe West Owls, it'll be number 3, Bryson Robinson at the point, number 32, Tariq Saware, number 2, Harrison Kissling will accompany him at the guard position, and Makai Blankeny and Jason Luce will finish out your starting lineup as more of the bigs.
This gym's got a little bit of a different buzz to it right now. It is rocking.
And here's the tip, won by Olathe West Owls, Jason Luce. And here comes Tariq Saware bringing it up. And, I mean, I'm hoping this is a hard-fought game, or fun game to watch, just like we got with the girls, because, I mean, these are two really well-coached teams, two really talented teams. And here comes Bryson Robinson dribbling around the left side.
One fun story in this one is both these teams are undefeated against all the other Olathe schools, so this one's really for all the bragging rights.
And here's a charging call.
Might have just been a step out of bounds, it looked like.
I don't know. Here's a charging call on the Olathe West Owls. My bad, it was stepped out of bounds. Here, swinging it around, pass number 25, stolen by Bryson Robinson.
Really nice help on the backside there from Bryson.
Here he comes, dribbling up the court, kick to the corner to Micaiah Blankeny, swing around to Tariq.
One thing I'm interested to see tonight is how the Owls counteract all this size from Olathe South, having not as much size himself, but a good shooter there, Harrison Kissling, and he's been money this year for the Owls, averaging about 14 and 5 this year. He's been their star for sure.
And here's a 3 ball, and that is no good by number 1, Miles McGriff. Rebound, kick to Amarion, dribbling at the top of the key. Harrison Kissling, I mean, he's a lights-out player. He'll hurt you in more ways than one. He'll beat you on the drive. He'll shoot the ball over you. He'll block your shot. He can just do it all. And here's a little hook shot by number 25, Brody Kaysen for 2. Harrison Kissling's just one of those guys who can do it all.
And he gets hot quick. That was nice to see a big shot from him there in the opening minutes.
We'll see here's another one.
He tends to be a little bit slower in the first half, but I'll tell you what, Harrison Kissling in the third quarter might be the most unguardable player in the Sunflower League. You can do whatever you want. You can double team him, triple team him. You can put all 5 guys on him, and I'd still take him over anybody else.
Yeah, he's a master. I got no words. What he can do in the second half is unbelievable, but he's just an incredible all-around player. And here's number 1, dribble, little floater action, no good. Rebound by number 22, Caden Caberlin. Here's a kick to the corner. This South team is very big, and I'm very interested to see how the Owls are going to be able to counterpart that. Here's Tucker Armstrong. Nice spin move, and here's an underhook miss. And here's a block by Jason Luce. And here's a nice pump fake, and he missed it. Rebound, Jason Luce.
A lid on the basket for the Falcons there on that possession.
And here's Tariq Saware driving baseline. And looks like Tariq stepped out of bounds.
That's the second time this happened. I wonder if the baseline started closing in on him early in this half.
And here comes Mike Anderson in for Makai Blankeny.
Now, Mike Anderson has been a fun player to track through his high school career. He's been a 3-year varsity player for the Owls, and hasn't started a whole lot of games, got 1 start earlier this year, but, I mean, he comes in off the bench as a 6th man, and he's one of the best in the business at it. He's a lights-out shooter, not afraid to take you off the dribble, and he oftentimes has found guarding the other team's best players. So,
and you can't talk about Mike and not mention bowling.
I mean, state champion freshman year. Are you kidding me? It just comes easy for him.
Talk about a stud and a half from a multi-sport athlete, and there's a 3, no good, and no over-the-back call there.
Looked like it could have been for sure.
I think so, and there's some sort of pass, but tracked down by Miles. I mean, but Mike can bowl a 300 and shoot and, make 4 threes in the same night. I mean, that's not heard of around here anymore.
And that's just what he does.
It is. And here's a 3 ball by Miles, and he gets a nice roll there.
Little shooter's touch there for Miles.
And here comes Tariq dribbling up the court. Here's Jason at the top of the key, driving right. And there's a charge taken by Tucker Armstrong. Nice take, got in the way, got in position, fell down, made it look good.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a nice drive by Jason Luce, and Tucker Armstrong slid over and took a nice charge.
So that's Jason's first foul. And here comes Amari Andre bringing it up the court. And they just leave him. And here he is with a little up and under. And timeout, Coach Ball.
Amarion Johnson, he's a great athlete, just a junior at Olathe South. I used to play against him back in the day every once in a while in AAU tournaments, and he's a great athlete. He can get anywhere off the dribble. He's got a nice touch when he finds it from the mid-range, and he's going to be a really nice player for Olathe South over the next 2 years.
One thing I've learned about Coach Ball is when he calls a timeout and brings you to the court, good luck.
He means it. He is bringing the heat. You don't want to be in that huddle if you've been out there on the floor, that's for sure.
I mean, even if you come off the bench for JV and you're over there, you're still scared.
Yep,
you're
absolutely.
still scared you did something wrong.
But, hey, I'll tell you what, that's what a good coach does. He instills a flame into his team, and hopefully he ignited that fire in the Owls here coming out of this timeout.
Yep. Coach Ball, fun fact about him, he actually coached Jimmy Butler in high school. As you guys know, Jimmy Butler is obviously a star NBA player, and he had the opportunity to coach him. And I think Coach Ball will tell you, obviously, he had nothing to do with what he is. He just helped him along the way. But I mean, I'm sure he helped him throughout everything. And here come the Olathe South Falcons coming out with a little zone press defense back down to a zone.
Looks like they've got somewhat of a 3-2 zone going here, and they switched from the 2-3 into the 3-2, which is a strange call.
Here's Mike Anderson, swing to Bryson. Big thing about a zone is if you got to have good ball movement. There's a three by Mike, and that's money right there.
That's a scary sight for Falcons fans, because Mike right there pointed out of the hand. He said, I got the hot touch. I got the hot touch. Keep feeding him.
And here comes Miles up the court. I mean, they got a little bit of a mismatch inside. Brody's about a head taller than Bryson down there. And there's
Mike is going with the blows from Caden Caberline there, playing great defense, not letting him get anywhere, just locking him down.
Here comes a few subs, Tanner Zimmerman and Makai Blankney in for Jason Luce and Tariq Saware.
Tanner Zimmerman's another guy. He started a couple games this year early on. Now he's kind of found a role on the bench, coming off and being really the size, presence, and getting a lot of good rebounds for the Owls. Just recently committed to Benedictine to play football, so all the best to him in his college career, but hopefully he can be a big spot for the Owls tonight and get on the offensive glass.
And, I mean, talk about a couple of guys you're not going to be able to go through. Mike Anderson and Tanner Zimmerman on the same court. Good luck.
That's right. Two varsity football players there, both all Sunflower League mentions and first and second teams, and have been great throughout their careers here at Olathe West, so I'm really looking forward to watching them tonight and seeing what they do in the future.
And here's a steal by number 24, Owen Alexander, and here's Miles, and there's a foul on Bryson Robinson. That'll be his first foul, second team foul.
I always say if you're going to give up a foul on the fast break, you better not let him get the N1, and Bryson sure as heck was not letting him get the N1 there. Good play.
That was a little double down both arms right there. So here's Miles McGriff at the line shooting two. And he knocks down the first one.
Checking in for the Falcons, Michael Stankiewicz and Owen Alexander.
Here's Miles McGriff's second shot. And he gets another shooter's touch right there. Here comes Bryson Robinson. Still a little zone defense, back down to 2-3-3-2 zone offense.
The Owls get a little bit lucky with that pass through there.
Here's Harrison Kissling dribbling around. Pass to Mackay, back to Harrison. Here's Mike, pump fakes and goes back to the middle.
Always good to see Mike looking for a shot.
Here's Bryson Robinson. Kick to the corner to Mike, pass to Tanner, and Tanner draws a foul.
Strong take there from Tanner Zimmerman. That's good action if they can get that inside, and hopefully he'll get some of those falling for some man ones later, but that's a really nice play to hopefully get some of these Olathe South bigs in foul trouble early.
Foul on Caden Caberlin, his first personal foul. Here's Tanner shooting two. And he misses long. Here comes Tariq Sawari in from Makai Blankeny. Tanner shooting his second shot. You think we'll see any Jason Luce, Tanner Zimmerman action together with the height that South has? I mean, you got to think they may be on the court together.
Yeah, we may have to come play a little bit bigger later, but it looks like South has subbed some of their height out right now, and they're going for a little bit of speed. But they've got height all over the place. They've got height off the bench. They start with height. They're a big team.
I mean, when you got height starting and height coming off the bench, I mean, that's usually pretty good. And
Harrison Kissing playing some great defense. Looks like a double dribble there from Michael Stegowicz.
Michael seems like he couldn't just handle the ball.
In for the Falcons, Zach Foster for Miles McGriff.
3-point lead for the Olathe South Falcons. About 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still in there, a little 3-2-2-3 zone offense. And here comes good ball movement, makes everything to beat a zone.
That's the key to the zone, being able to get the ball inside, working it back outside, and a little bit of dribble penetration every once in a while helps too.
And here's Harrison Kissling at the top of the key. He's gotten a couple shots up, but other than that, that's all. And as I say that, he's going to drill it through.
And he hits, and this is big for Harrison to get hot early. This is really good news for the Owls if he can hit those shots early and hopefully hit them often.
Absolutely. Harrison Kissling he's been an unbelievable shooter all year, and he broke his wrist last year actually in a basketball incident. And he's obviously back this year, stronger and better than ever. So there's an easy layup for number 22, Caden Caverland. Got a lot of experience on this varsity team with Tariq, Mike, Bryson, and Tanner. All four having varsity experience. Harrison, the one who hasn't, and is arguably this team's best player. So
Olathe South's counteracting that with their own. They've got 5 seniors on the floor as well right now.
So here's Tariq's take. Pass to Mike. Mike tries to
really
shoot
nice
something.
Pass there. Really nice pass from Tariq there. It looked like Mike might have got hit, but no call.
Good ball movement here from South, getting it inside to number 22, Caden. And
that's got to be it.
That's got to be something.
Looked like a travel there.
I don't know. That's got to be something, I think. And there's a shot by number 14, Michael.
Big time rebound from Tanner Zimmerman.
And here comes Harrison Kissling on the take, and he misses.
Strong take to the rim
Michael.
there. Looks like he got kind of frozen in the air, though.
And here he comes. Kick to Caden. And there he goes, taking inside. A little fadeaway J. Miss, no good. 1 second on the clock. Mike just
maybe off the bounce.
No good.
Oh, not quite. And after one, the Olathe South Falcons lead the Olathe West Owls 11-9.
And welcome back to quarter 2 of the Olathe West, Olathe South varsity men's basketball game. And I would say I think that 8-minute quarter took about 3 minutes. That seemed like it flew by.
It flew, and I think one of the big things there was only 3 fouls in the first quarter, a lot of clean basketball, and the refs letting a lot of things slide, which is good to see, especially calling it both ways. I personally like a physical basketball game, and especially with a crosstown showdown here and a little inter-city rivalry, you like to see a little bit more physical play because the players all know each other, and hopefully they settle in and find a rhythm.
Absolutely. Here's Miles McGriff on an easy take, and there's no basket, but there is a foul on Bryson Robinson, and that will be his second. So we'll see if Coach Ball decides to keep him in the game or not. That's some senior leadership right there that might be coming off the court, but Another exchange here, senior for senior. So here comes Mike Anderson in for Bryson Robinson. And it'll be South basketball. And pass into Caden. Comes around his Miles, and he spots up for 3, and he knocks it down. And
I've been playing against Miles for a lot of years, too, and he's a really nice spot-up shooter if he gets in that action right there.
And that's nice defense, but Tariq Sawari gets the steal right there.
Looked like there was a lot of contact on the body there when Tariq was going up for that layup, but again, letting him play and being physical, so
and here's
like it.
And foul on the play before we get that 3.
Let's just hope Mike keeps shooting the man because he is seeing the bottom of the ocean.
Absolutely. Foul on Brody Casson, his first. 3rd team foul. 2nd team foul. Looks like that's on the... Do you think he was going up? I thought he pretty clearly kicked it out to Mike there.
I agree. I didn't think it was a shooting foul, but we'll take 2 free throws if we can get him.
I think we will, and we got to practice one right there, so that always helps.
Hopefully he got the miss out of the way and he can knock 2 down here.
Here's Tariq's first free throw. And there it is.
We'll take it.
Absolutely. Here comes the second free throw. Tariq started off at the free throw line struggling a lot, but, he's truly picked it up, and again, as I say that, but he's picked it up throughout as the year's gone on. He's had some games where he's gone 6 for 6, 8 for 8, which is obviously good for anybody, but he's just improved so much there, and there's a nice little head fake pass to Caden and kick out to Marion, and he drives left.
Oh, that's got to be a double dribble, right?
Maybe, it looked like the ball might have gotten hit, and here's a Marion. Kick to Miles in the corner. He's driving middle. And there's Kai not giving up middle. Brad Ball, school of defense right there.
Brad Ball, school of defense,
Tucker
locked down
Armstrong,
right now.
And the shot goes up, in and out.
Nice rebound there from Tariq Suarez.
And kick to the corner to Makai Blankeny, and here's Tariq. Kick up to Harrison. That's quite the height difference there between him and Caden. That's about a 3 to 4 inches right there.
I noticed that. I was hoping Harry would take him off the dribble and see if Caden had the same mobility and elusiveness that Harry's got, because he's pretty quick.
And here's a pull-up J by Jason, and that is no good. Rebound to Marion as he dribbles up the floor. And there's a kick to Tucker Armstrong in the corner. Kick to Miles. That's a deep 3 and not even close.
Couldn't even draw the iron there. That one was way downtown.
It looks like Olathe South doing some light pressure here. And here comes Tariq Suarez up the court. Dribble handoff to Mike. Kick to Makai. Here's Harrison for an open 3, and that is no good. Missed. And here comes Miles. Kick up to Tucker Armstrong as he dribbles down, dribbles back up.
Nice job by Harrison Kissing there to stop the fast break.
Here's Caden. Kick out to Tucker. And he drives, and there's a foul. Foul on Harrison. That'll be his first. I'm very impressed with South's ability to get the ball inside. Obviously having all this height out here helps, but they've been able to get the ball inside and, working in to out always, you have a higher percentage of making a 3 when it's kicked out to you. So it's very impressive on how well they've been able to do that.
Absolutely. Even with their guard play, they've been taking it off the dribble pretty well. They've got a couple nice moves. And they've got some strong guards in Marion and Miles and Tucker Armstrong, and they've been displaying that all night. Even with their height, they've got some really shifty and elusive guards to kind of help out and feed the post a little bit, but also catch the ball off a kick.
Corbin Dozier checks in for number 22, Caden Caberlin. Here's his second, and Tucker Armstrong goes 2 for 2. It looks like South doesn't want Harrison to get the ball at all with that little full court pressure. Here comes Tariq down the floor. Kick to Makai in the corner. Makai still hasn't been able to find a shot yet. And as I say that, he shoots a 3, and it is no good. Misses long. Rebound to Marion as he pushes it up the floor. And kick to Miles. And that's a give to Dozier in the corner. And that's a beautiful move by Brody Casson. A little spin move to the left.
That's a tough one to guard right there. That's an experienced post player knowing where he needs to get to and knowing his spot and his shot that he wanted. And he got there and hit it without a flaw.
And here's Harrison, misses short. Rebound south. And here comes Tucker Armstrong, maybe up the court.
Harrison playing some nice defense on him there.
And here's Miles slowing things down. And here he goes driving, kick to Amarion. And he drives, the ball gets loose, kick to an open Tucker Armstrong, and he takes it, and he lays it in. Timeout, Coach Ball. That'll be a full, and he does not look too happy.
Tough to let him get to the spot there, and going into this timeout, looks like it's going to be a full one. Olathe South 20, Olathe West 10.
She got me water. And here comes Tariq Soiree bringing it up. Here we are back after the timeout by Coach Ball. And here comes the Owls down the court. Kick Tariq Soiree in the corner. Back into Jason Luce. Jason hasn't been able to get going too much. And here's Harrison for a deep three, and that is missed long. And rebound to Marion. And here he comes up the court. Kick to Dozier, and he pump fakes, drives baseline, and nothing there. Kick out to Miles. Inside to Brody. And a kick to Dozier, and 4-3. He knocks it down.
Rattled it home. That's a tough one for the Owls, especially coming out of the timeout. You want to try to get under a run, but a big three from Olathe South there to stop any momentum that Olathe West could have gotten out of the timeout.
And here's Harrison with a spin move. Back cut by Tariq. Inside Jason, and he misses long. Looks like the Owls have a lid on the basket now. Here comes Miles up the court.
Tough to miss those bunnies.
And here's a kick to Dozier for three, and that is missed long. Rebound Wyatt Wynn. And here he comes dribbling up the court, gets around Miles, kick to Tariq. And here he goes driving, kick to Kai. And there's a foul on Miles. That'll be his first. South is doing a great job on switching with all these dribble handoffs and screens. Bryson Robinson checking in for Tariq, and they've just done a great job of switching and been able to make sure they have all five guys guarded.
Well, and they're comfortable with any other guys guarding any of our five guys out of those switches too, which really helps a coach if you can be comfortable switching any screen in the game.
And here's a pass to Kai. Almost got tipped by Tucker, but he kept it under control. Here's Bryson. Kick to Wyatt. And here's Kai. Kick over to Bryson once more. They just have not been able to get the ball inside to Jason at all. And there's an easy score for Bryson. Jason's just been contained. I mean, again, as we go back with that height difference, I mean, it's tough.
Bryson's been really nice off the dribble there with those floaters all season. That's kind of his shot. When he can get into the lane right there and nobody comes to contest with a hand up, he's pretty solid from that spot.
And that's a nice pass by Dozier into Caden, and he gets that layup to fall. And here's Wyatt Wynn taking it up the court. Hand off to Makai Blankeny. Kick to Harrison. Harrison's gotten a few shots up, but nothing that he's used to. But again, I think Harrison's definitely been a second half player all year long.
Yes, he has been.
You know, he's been able to turn it up in the second half and stuff like that. And there's a foul on two guys there, so who knows who it could be on. But Harrison's been a phenomenal second half player, so hopefully it keeps up today.
it's good to see the Owls getting the ball inside there and Jason Luce drawing a foul. They haven't been able to do that a lot today, and I think one of the keys for the Owls, if they want to figure out a way to fight back into this game down 13 right now, is going to be figuring out how to get some of these Olathe South bigs into some foul trouble.
Foul on Corbin Dozier. That'll be his first. Jason's first free throw is short. West is having a hard time on capitalizing on these moments as Harrison Wyatt's going to get a break as Mike Anderson and Tariq Suare come in. Here's Jason Luce's second free throw. And there it is. Tanner Zimmerman checking in for Jason Luce.
Hopefully TZ, Tanner Zimmerman, the archer, can come in and provide a little bit of spark for the Owls here because they need whatever kind of momentum they can scavenge up.
So here comes Amarion dribbling up the floor. South, it just seems like they can get a bucket whenever they want to. And Tanner swats that. And Tanner swats it again.
There's a spark plug.
There's a spark. There's that spark you were talking about there. And Bryson off the dribble. He knocks it down.
Tanner Zimmerman checking in and getting two big blocks. Don't drive it on him.
And here's Caden. And jump ball there. And
That'll
it's going to be Owl ball.
Man, the student section is fired up right now with the TZ chant.
Looks like there's a little momentum swing right now. South still up 10, but that could close any time. So here's Tariq Suare. About 2 minutes left in the first half. Here comes Tariq dribbling up the court. Kick out to Makai Blankeny. Inside to Tanner Zimmerman. Tanner Zimmerman with the reverse, and he knocks it home.
Nice post move from Tanner Zimmerman. Man, he came off the bench. He's a little fired up right now.
Here comes Marion. Looks like their offense has not been able to do too much. Here's Caden. And he goes into Tanner. No foul. Rebound, Caden.
You just can't go into Tanner Zimmerman right now.
Oh, and a bad pass by Amarion, and that'll be Owl ball. Talking about that spark, I mean, Tanner Zimmerman has definitely created one.
Absolutely. And I think right now with 1:12 left in the first half, through the Owls, you're trying to cut this down to somewhere around 4 or 5 points, going to the halftime with a little bit of momentum, and hopefully kind of minimize this deficit that they found themselves down 13 earlier and now down 8, hopefully chipping away a little bit more here.
About a minute left in the half. Here's Makai Blankeny on a little dribble handoff from Bryson. And the ball gets back to Bryson. He dribbles left. There's a mismatch. Oh, and there's a travel right there. Either way, he got swatted. I think that's something the Owls need to take advantage of. If they're going to have that, if they're going to have Caden on Bryson like that, Bryson needs to take him off the dribble every time.
Yes, he does.
Here's Wyatt Wynn into the game, checks in for Bryson. Smart thing to do by Coach Ball. Bryson with 2, don't want to, risk anything right now. So keep him on the bench for the defensive part and
that's right.
Throw him in there for the offense. So here's Miles bringing it up the court, kick to Caden. And Caden just can't do anything with Tanner on him. And here's Miles, kick back to Caden. Kick. Here's the ball to Miles, and Miles puts up a 3, and it is short.
There's
Tanner with the mean box out right there. And here's Tariq. Kick out to an open Makai. And he in and out. And there's Tanner. Tanner's just hustling his tail off right now.
He's playing great basketball. He came in off the bench, and he is providing the spark that they needed.
He knows what game. He knows what this is an Olathe rivalry. He knows what game this is, and he's putting everything he can out on this court.
He had a similar performance against South in football with a couple of touchdown grabs in the game, and played really well all season for the Owls on the gridiron, and obviously right now he's transferring that over to the hardwood.
Here comes Amarion. Amarion just checked in the game for Owen Alexander. Here he is. Looks like they're taking last shot, obviously. About 10 seconds left in the half. Here's Amarion trying to take Wyatt Wynn off the dribble, and here he is. Tanner Zimmerman with another block. Here's Tariq with 1 second left. Dish out to Kai or to Mike. Oh.
It's a good look at the end of the half there. The Owls got a little bit of momentum back, chipped away at the lead, cut it down from 13 to 8. And going into the halftime break, Olathe South 25, Olathe West 17. right? Over one thing together on offense. And no, it's going to be a little bit of a long ball here. Straight games is a lot. It's a little tougher, I think. Play-by-play defense, you can just kind of talk about what's happening. But it's fun. You don't know what to figure it out.
Team. Our leading scorers at halftime for Olathe South, Miles McGriff has 8 points. For Olathe West, Harrison Kissling has 6. Al Nation, the cheerleaders are raffling off a $50 gift card at Quick Trip, to Quick Trip at halftime, here at halftime. With that ticket, with that winning ticket, here is Quincy Ususi.
Hey guys, okay, so our winning ticket number is 8390933. 8390933.
Please stand up and take your prize right now. Let's see you. We have a winner. Congratulations. Thank you to our cheer squad.
about this zone defense is the middle guy kind of flutters. He sometimes comes to the top of the key, sometimes sinks to the base to the middle of the paint. I've never seen that.
We are ready to go.
Welcome back to the second half of Owl basketball. It's Olathe South 25, Olathe West 17. And Jake, what do you think is the biggest adjustment these Owls need to make coming into the second half?
Well, one of the things I noticed there at the end of the half, we talked about it during halftime, was the way that Tariq Soare was able to start penetrating that zone defense and getting the ball inside and being able to kick it out or dump it down to Tanner Zimmerman. That was one of the biggest things for the Owls. But other than that, I think it's really just about who wants it more in an inner-city rivalry game. I mean, it's coming down to the wire, I think.
3 ball by Miles, knocked in. That's a great way to start the half if you're Olathe South. And one very interesting thing, it doesn't look like they're in it right now, but one interesting thing about this Olathe South defense is when they played that zone, that middle guy fluttered from the top of the key to the middle of the baseline. There's a steal by Harrison Kissling, and there's an easy 2.
Nice lay in there, nice defensive play by Harrison.
And looks like Harrison's got a bloody nose.
He got hit pretty hard there on the steal.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of got clocked in the face. Going to have to come out for a little bit. So Mike Anderson will have to take Harrison Kissling for the time being. Looked completely accidental, so that's all right.
Yep, just a little incidental contact there, nothing big.
And here comes Marion up the court. Miles, he's not afraid to shoot the ball. He'll shoot it from anywhere at any time, so he's definitely a guy who's going to have a good second half for this Olathe South team if they want to maintain this lead.
Looked like the Owls went into a little bit of a matchup zone there when the Falcons were bringing the ball down and then went back to man. That was an interesting little switch they had.
And here's a 3 ball by Tucker Armstrong, and that is no good. Rebound Bryson, he falls down. Here's Tariq Soare bringing it up in a little 3-on-2 action. Kick to the corner to Mackay. Kick back to Bryson. Here he comes, and fake dribble handoff to Jason. Back to Kai. And here's Mike.
Tell you what, I'd like to see Mike take Brody Kaysen off the dribble right there. He's got a little, there's a nice play by Jason
with an easy way. I think the Olathe West offense, I think they need to attack whoever number 22 Caden's guarding, because there's been multiple instances where he's been stuck on a guard, and I think we got to take that. And there's a questionable foul on Mike.
Tough call there. Looked like it was pretty clean.
Looked like he got just playing good defense, got in good position, but that's on Mike Anderson. That's his first foul. Very clean basketball game in this first half, too, with very few fouls.
Absolutely. It's been nice to just be able to kind of get into a rhythm for both teams and not too many stoppages in play.
There's no foul trouble, really, for any team other than the Olathe West. Bryson Robinson has 2, but that's not too bad right now. As here's Amarion at the top of the key, getting the offense set up. Here's a kick to Tucker. Pass up to Brody, a little lob pass, and he pump fakes, and that's worked a couple times. That pump fake's worked a couple times. Everybody's jumping around trying to get that overtime, block shot, and he just waits for them to come tumbling down, goes up.
And that's a really nice move there from Brody. He's a smart player. He's a tall kid. He knows everybody's going to jump because they think he's going up right away with it. And you get the pump fake. Every once in a while, you'll draw the foul with it, and it's just a really nice move.
That's a tough play to guard when they're able to lob it to their big. I mean, that was a perfectly placed pass right over Jason's head and arm's reach of Brody. So, but interesting timeout for South because Harrison Kissling right now has a bloody nose, and you're just kind of giving him more time to get into the game, which, as we said, Harrison is usually a second-half player, so, you want to keep him, off this wood as much as possible.
One thing I noticed there on that last play that Olathe South ran with the layup for Brody is they cleared out and they went all 4 guards to one side of the floor and kind of let him be by himself so that Olathe West didn't really have any help digging on the inside there, and they could just float it up over the top. It was a really nice play design.
Here's Bryson Robinson bringing up the court. Pass to Tariq Soare. He's been able to penetrate and kick and drive as really at will at this point. He's been able to make a nice move off the dribble, and there's Mike for 3, and that's money.
Good trigger for Mike Anderson there with a little bit of a mean mug. Hopefully he can find his way into the scoring column a little bit more here tonight.
And here's Tucker Armstrong. Just kind of threw that up there on the rebound. Everyone's on the floor. Oh, and Tariq comes out with it. A little 2-on-2 action. And Tariq with a little spin move. Kick to Bryson for 3. And that is not even close, but rebound Mike.
Nice backside rebound there from Mike Anderson. Really nice read on the ball out of the hand. You could almost see him up going from the wing as soon as it happened.
And here comes Marion.
Interesting airball chant from Olathe South there. I know it was an airball, but
Yeah.
still gave up an easy 2. So typically you don't see an airball chant after that.
And especially when their team's on offense. That's a little interesting. And here's Miles taking it up, and that's no good. Great defense by Jason down low. And here comes Bryson pushing it up, and he's got a free lane, and he shoots the layup. And jump ball.
I personally can't say I've ever seen that play in basketball before.
And substitute number 14, Michael, coming in for Tucker Armstrong. Now, I think you could call that more of a goaltending. I thought the ball was still kind of floating around the rim a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it was over the cylinder still. That was a strange play, and then to kind of wedge it into the side. I've never seen that before on a dunk.
Here's Olathe South dribbling up. Cross-court pass for an open three-pointer. That is long. Rebound, Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson's just, bad pass, stolen by Amarion. And there's a layup, a block, and one.
Rough block call there. It looked like it definitely could have been a charge.
I think he did a good job in avoiding him, but still a tough call. That's an and one for Amarion. That'll be Mike Anderson's second foul.
I agree, he did a nice job of avoiding the charge there, but then even then you think it'd be a no call.
Yeah, I think what got him is he fell down. I think if he doesn't fall down, it's just a nice layup and we move on. But here's Amarion for the three-point play, and money right there. And here comes Tariq Soare bringing it up the court. I'm looking over at the bench here, and it looks like Harrison Kisling's all cleaned up, ready to go. So we'll see if he makes an appearance here shortly. And here's Tariq dribbling around, pass to Mike, swinging around to Kai. And here's the pass to Jason Luce.
I like Jason off the dribble right here.
And he missed Tariq on a cut, but he's got Mike right there. And Mike gets fouled
Strong
by
take
number
by
35, Court Mendoza. That was a very strong take. That's his second foul.
Took it right into the heart of the defense there. Well done by Mike Anderson.
Absolutely. So Mike will be shooting his first of two. And his first shot is money. Here comes Harrison Kisling and Tanner Zimmerman. And out comes Makai Blankeny and Tariq Soare. So there's a little double big action here with Jason Luce and Tanner Zimmerman.
We were looking forward to seeing this all night. I like this lineup for the Owls, especially with the way Tanner Zimmerman played in the first half.
Now if you look at Olathe South, they got three guys out there. It's about 6'4", 6'5", and up. So looks like they're kind of counterbalancing our height situation. So here comes Miles up the court. Looks like West is going with a trap the corners type offense and then going from there. And then here's a Caden kick out for three from the corner. Money. Three ball by Corbin Dozier, and that's his second of the game. And here comes Bryson
for being
Robinson.
6'4", 6'5", with Corbin Dozier, that's a smooth stroke that he's got.
He's a pretty good shooter for his situation. Tanner just putting his shoulder into him, and he just pushes him to the basket.
Right into the heart of the defense there. Just took Brody Kaysen right into the basket, and he got where he wanted to go.
Oh.
Looked like Tanner might have gotten a hand out of that pass.
And they're calling a tip pass. One thing that the Owls have done all year long is after a score by their opposing team, they sprint down and they try and get a bucket to counter it so they don't get, too much momentum. There's another three ball, and that is money by Corbin Dozier.
He's got a quick trigger.
And here comes the Owls driving down. And here's Mike in the corner. Sometimes when they do that, they can get a little out of control, but, I think the idea is amazing. So here's Tanner Zimmerman in the corner. He's driving middle, and he ducks underneath, and there's a foul. Tanner Zimmerman has done a great job of getting to the middle, drawing fouls, and just being the big that, this team needs him to be in this situation.
If he keeps playing like this, he's going to be one of the centerpieces.
Oh, it was an offensive foul.
That is
offensive foul by Tanner Zimmerman.
That's a really tough call. Tanner's taking it well, but, man, that is a really, really tough call to make.
That's his first foul. I don't know. Coach Ball is letting the ref hear it. There's a pause in the game right now.
He's not happy about that, and I don't think any of us are happy about it.
I don't know. I thought that was two shots for Tanner, but I guess I was wrong. So here's Amarion. Kick to the middle, and South comes out with it. Here's a kick to the, and there's a layup. No good. Missed ball, and it's staying with the Falcons.
I don't know that I agree with that one either. It's a couple calls in a row that I don't know that we're all seeing the same thing.
Number 14, Michael, coming in for Amarion. Yeah, I still don't know about that offensive call. Maybe he hooked him. Maybe I didn't see something, you know. Dare I say I was wrong, but that doesn't happen very often, so. Oh.
That's out of bounds. There's one right. There we go.
Haven't seen that one in a while. Huh. Been some questionable basketball going on, and looks like and there's a pass to Tanner inside. And kick out to Jason. Looks like Bryson's going to settle things down here. And here comes Tariq. Kick out to Bryson. He drives middle. And that's blocked by, and there's a foul. There's a foul on Corbin Dozier. It must have been on the little stiff arm there, or was it on the shot? I'm not sure.
It's another one. I'm just not sure that I saw. It looked like a pretty clean block, but I mean, I'll take what we can get.
This well, here's Bryson shooting too. He knocks down his first one. And Corbin Dozier comes off the court. He's got 3.
It could be big for the Owls because Corbin was just seeming to find his rhythm.
And here's the second one for Bryson. That's missing. Tanner with the board. Tanner puts it back. He misses and rebounds South. Looks like he doesn't know to pass to, and Miles finally takes charge. Here he comes up the court. This atmosphere tonight has been incredible.
It has. It has been
I mean,
loud
both
tonight.
student sections are rocking. The parents are getting into it. I mean, this is amazing. Here's a kick out to Miles. And here he drives middle, and he shoots a floater. And who's going to get it? Caden's going to get it. And here's a skip pass to the corner. Back. Open 3. It is good. Owen Alexander drills the 3. And here comes, don't blink because the Owls are coming down on offense. And here's Bryson Robinson. Some crazy events happening here. I think they need to get the ball to Bryson, so it seems like he's got a little bit of a mismatch. He wants the ball. Here's Harrison Kissling right now.
I agree. I think they need to swing it over. Oh, nice
and
take
here's
by
Tariq. Tariq with the layup, and that is no good. Who's going to get it again? Harrison's going to get it. And Tariq's going to go back up with it, and he's going to get the and one.
Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play here. Really, really strong, nice finish from Tariq Suarez there. Good offensive action.
Been a lot of happening in this past 2 minutes of gameplay here. Here's Tariq Suarez in for the old-fashioned three-point play, as you said. In comes Makai Blankeny for Jason Luce. You know, Makai started as a kind of a 6th, 7th man coming off the bench at the start of the year, but he's definitely improved throughout this season as a player. He's finally been able to find his shot, and and here he is. He started nice coming in. I mean, he's been a big, crucial part in this offense.
Absolutely. When he can find his rhythm and find his stroke, he's nice because he's about 6'2", 6'3". He's not afraid to handle the ball. He can take the pressure, but he's got a great-looking jumper. And when he's jumping up, he plays like he's the highest in the gym at all times because he's got some crazy bounce.
One thing South has done really well is their ball fakes. They've bounced past. They've kind of kept us guessing. That's an easy
really nice hand there from Tanner Zimmerman.
Tanner Zimmerman streaking down, and here's Bryson Robinson with a nice take.
Really strong take there from Bryson Robinson.
And here's a kick up, number 24. And here's great ball movement by Olathe South. And
that's
there's
a charge.
There's
really
a charge.
Nicely done by
Makai Blankeny. Great charge right there.
He set up really nicely, waited for Owen Alexander or Michael Stankiewicz to jump in the air on the baseline, and he set up and he took it like a champ.
You know, Coach Ball has a drill that he likes to do it. The players don't. But there's a drill where, the JV gets to go score a layup, and the varsity has to take a charge no matter what. So it's pretty physical, but, the players don't like it. But, it's great for what's here. And Harrison with the 2.
There's Harrison Kissing. Like I said earlier, he can get going in the second half. He got a little bruised up and banged up with a nosebleed early in this quarter, so he didn't really have the chance to find a rhythm. But
15 seconds left, 2-point lead for the Olathe South Falcons. Here comes a screen, and here's Miles dribbling around. 10 seconds left. And he shoots a corner three, and that is no good. Tanner kind of missed time to jump, and that is out of bounds, and that is our ball. Let's see what they can do with 2.7 seconds left. 2.7 seconds left in this third quarter. Let's see if they can find something exciting to do.
You can get about 2 dribbles in before the shot here.
Here's Harrison. There's your 2 dribbles. There's the half quarter.
Oh!
Whoa!
He hit it!
Whoa!
What a shot from Harrison Kissling!
Wow!
Laid out down, bingo!
Harrison Kissling gives the Owls the lead at the end of the third quarter with a half-court buzzer beater. Wow!
What a shot! Talk about a momentum shift right there, Coop. Wow!
I've had a few half-court competitions with Harrison, and I have never won, and that is why. He just drills that a little Euro at half-court money. Wow.
I mean, you could almost tell it was good out of his head.
I mean,
he's just that kind of player. Like we said, in the second half, I think he's the best player.
We said he's a third quarter. I mean, we said he's a third quarter player, and I mean, look at that right there. He just made a Euro step half-court buzzer beater. I mean, that's just unreal. He got his 2 dribbles in, and wow.
Wow.
I mean, that's a play we'll look back on if the Owls are able to come out on top.
Wow. Down 13 at the end of the second quarter, cut it to 8 at the half, and now they come into the fourth quarter up 1 on their home court. So hopefully the Owls can carry this momentum. Wow, what a shot from Harrison Kissling.
I saw a lot of silence from the Olathe South student section and a lot of cheering from the Olathe West student section after that one. That was incredible. And the Olathe West Owls will come out with the ball. So it's fourth quarter time. It's crunch time. We're ready to go. Here's Makai Blankeny taking it out. Inbounds to Bryson Robinson. Again, very clean game. Only 7 fouls called in this second half. And here's Harrison Kissling at the top. And here he is going against Caden. And that's, I think, if Caden keeps guarding a guard, I think you got to take that.
I like that matchup too. That could be
I mean, if they keep switching, I mean, you're going to get a mismatch eventually. And Harrison wanted it. And here he is. Here's being guarded by Caden. A little jump shot. And he gets the shooter's touch.
Really nice floater.
And there's a foul by Bryson Robinson. That's his third.
That's a rough foul, 90 feet from the basket.
Yeah.
That's one that you just kind of got to get in the fourth quarter jitters out of the way early. So you hope that he learns from that one. Being a senior with providing some leadership, he'll learn from it. But I think he knows that was a little bit of a questionable play there.
So here comes Miles dribbling up the court. And in a blink of an eye, the Owls are up 3. And here's a pass to Omarion. Back over to Miles as he dribbles up and he crosses over. Back to Omarion. Here he goes around Mike and a little dribble backwards. Oh, and that gets hit by Harrison. And he comes out of it. Cross-court pass to Tucker for 3, and that is short. Rebound Bryson. South's offense is built on cross-court passes. And that's a great tip by Omarion, being able to get the South's defense back. But, I mean, the South has skip pass after skip pass.
Absolutely. And I think that was a big play from Marion Johnson there to stop that because Mike Anderson was wide open in the corner. And usually that's not a good thing for the opposing team.
I mean, you got your 2 best shooters, Harrison and Mike, and one of them were going to be wide open. So that's a huge tip right there. And there's a foul by Omarion. A little reach foul. That's his first. I think a big thing that's helping is the Owls is keeping Corbin Dozier, number 35, on the bench with 3 fouls. He was able to knock down a couple threes in the third quarter and kind of give South a pretty good lead. And ever since he came out, they've kind of struggled to find some points.
Absolutely, he was a big piece for Olathe South, kind of spearheading that lead for him. And since he's been on the bench,
and here's Harrison misses long, and Tanner with some hustle. And it is South's ball.
But, yeah, Corbin Dozier being out of the game for the Falcons right now is hurting them, but it's helping the Owls.
And here he comes back in.
Here he comes, yep.
Number 35, number 35, Corbin Dozier Are they going to let him in, or are they saying no? They're saying no. They're saying you stay there. So here comes Miles, pass to Amarion. Kick back to Miles. Kick to the corner, Tucker. Good ball movement, and there's Caden. And they call a foul on Tanner Zimmerman. That'll be his second.
Foul now is number 14, Tanner Zimmerman, his second, team fifth. At the line shooting 2.
Here's Caden Caberlin at the line shooting 2. And he misses short. And Mike Anderson and Tanner Zimmerman will get a break as Jason Luce and Tariq Sawari will come in and take their place.
With the way Mike and Tanner have been playing defense, and even on the offensive side, getting on the offensive boards and helping with nice cuts from Mike Anderson and Tanner finishing strong inside, you got to figure they're going to play a big role here in this fourth quarter as it gets late. So maybe just a quick breather and then have them check back in.
Here's Harrison. Oh, Harrison wanted it. And here it goes on a take. Nice little glass. He's so good at that. And a little skip pass, and that was a bad idea. A turnover there by Miles. Harrison's able to get to that little short corner, find a sweet spot on the glass, and he's done that all year this year.
I'll tell you what, if we could speak something into fruition, it's Harrison Kislin playing in the second half. I mean, we talked about it all first half. He had his normal 6 to 8 points in the first half, just kind of getting a feel for the game, and then as soon as he has an opportunity to turn on in the second half, man, does he go. All
he needed was a half-court shot to get things going, and there's a block by Corbin Dozier. He's already making his presence felt here. Here's a kick to Amarion. Amarion isn't too much of a shooter. Here's a kick to Tucker, and he takes it, and no call, and rebound Jason Luce.
Really strong board there for the Owls. Taking
Here
time
comes
to get the ball
Tariq Sawari up the court. Give to, fake to Harrison Kislin. Here's Tariq driving baseline. Kick to Jason in the corner. Pass to Kai over to Bryson.
I like this tempo the Owls are doing, controlling the pace of the game.
And here's a mismatch there. Let's see if Bryson takes him. No, he passes it to Kai over to Tariq. And there's a mismatch inside as well. And there's some help coming down there. Here's Jason with a little up and under. That is no good. Rebound Caden. There's the pass skip up to Miles. Let's see if he's going to take it. Nope. Pass to an open Tucker Armstrong in the corner, and he misses the three. Tucker has not been able to get anything to fall.
He has been cold in this half.
He's been open on many occasions. He just can't do anything. And there's a foul on number 1, Miles.
Strong take there from Bryson Robinson.
That'll be his second.
And that'll be Olathe South 6 as a team, so the Owls will be shooting 1-on-1s from here on out.
Foul on the foul is number 1, Miles McGriff, his second, team 6. At the line shooting.
Are they saying he was going up or on the floor? They're saying he was going up.
Even Bryson himself was questioning if he was shooting or not, but looks like he will be.
So it looks like he's going to get his 2 shots. If he's able to make these 2, put West at a 6-point lead, which means South would need 2 threes, which it seems like they haven't been able to get many of those this half.
Big shooter's touch there from Bryson to get that one to fall.
Absolutely. Here's Bryson's second shot here. And it is good. So here comes Miles up the court. South seems like they don't know what to do as Miles just hurls up a 3 and he makes a timeout by Olathe South. And I think that'll silence those air ball chants that the West student section's been chowing on this whole half.
Absolutely, and into this break, we'll take a little breather. 4:42 left. Owls 49, Falcons 46.
Welcome back here for a fourth quarter finish here. 4:42 left in the game. West up by 3. This is looking to be quite the finish here.
This has been a fun one from start to finish. It looked early like the Falcons were going to take a big lead and roll with it, but the Owls have chipped away, and they've figured out how to get a 3-point lead here.
Here's Tariq here. Going to take Dozier on. Kick to the baseline to Harrison. Here's Harrison dribbling around. Kick to Jay Lou and foul. Foul. Wow, foul on Corbin Dozier. And that is his 4th foul. Their leading scorer, their kind of guy who's kind of the only guy who can find some points here, now has 4 fouls. So he's going to have to come out. Checking in for him is Owen Alexander.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. So far away from the basket. You're 90 feet away from being able to score with the ball, and you just get a little shove in there on Tariq and allow him to shoot some free throws here, hopefully.
Here's Tariq and his first of a 1-and-1. And it is long. Rebound by Caden. Still a 3-point game. 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Amarion. Looks like West is in a man-to-man looking. Here's Owen Alexander. Give to Tucker Armstrong. Back to Miles. Inside to Caden. There's
nice
a tip pass.
Oh. Can't throw the blind pass there.
They have not, and there's a 3-ball by Owen, and that is long.
Nice rebound there by Jason Lewis.
The inside dominance from Olathe South has quickly vanished since halftime.
Yes, it has.
They haven't been able to get the ball in the paint as easy, driving and all that. And Harrison with a tough take, and that is no good. Rebound,
like he got hit in the
Caden.
body pretty hard there, but
and here's a pass to Owen for 3, and he knocks it down. And this game is tied. 49-49 left with 3.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter, and this is going to be a fun one.
Coming down to the wire just like the girls' game did.
Here's Tariq Soare, kick to Bryson Robinson. And there's a charge by Bryson Robinson, and that's going to be his 4th foul.
Looked like that could have been a flop right there. He just kind of fell down.
That's his 4th foul, and out comes Bryson Robinson, and in comes Mike Anderson.
Not much you can do there. It was a little bit questionable. I didn't see a push-off personally, but I'm not down there, so not my call.
So here comes the Falcons in a tie game with the chance to take the lead. Here comes Miles up the court, guarded by Tariq Soare. Tariq's been just a lockdown defender all year long. He knows how to guard anybody at any size, any weight, any position. He just knows how to take care of them.
He's been a lockdown defender for the Owls here for about 3 years at the varsity level. He's been a longtime varsity player for Coach Ball, just really because of his defense and his ability to drive.
And there's Mackay with a swat, and Caden gets it back, and he kicks it. And there's a pass to Tucker Armstrong. He does a little up and under, and he can't get the layup to fall. It was about halfway down, and it just said, no, I'm good. So here comes Harrison down the court. Here's Tucker Armstrong, guarded. Here's Tariq Soare. Nice take, and there's a foul.
Really strong take there by Tariq Soare. Tucker Armstrong doesn't seem to like the call.
Obviously I like it, but I don't know how accurate that one was. Yes. It looked pretty clean, but apparently not clean enough. So Tariq Soare will go to the line, shooting 2.
2.5 minutes left, Coop. It's crunch time. Here we go.
Free throws are everything now. Here's Tariq shooting 1 of 2, and he knocks it down.
Looked really confident in that stroke there. Good ball rotation. He looked like he liked that shot out of his hands, and hopefully he can replicate it.
Tariq's been doing this for about 3-4 years now, so he knows how to make a free throw when he needs to. And here's Tariq for his second shot, and that is good. And Tanner Zimmerman checking in for Tariq Soare. And Tariq Soare grabbing his ribs as he's coming out of the game. I don't think he's going to let Coach Ball sit him out of this game, though. Here comes Miles.
That was a big pair of free throws there for the Owls.
Here comes Miles up the court, guarded by Harrison Kissling. Looks like they're trying to get the lead more than just score some points.
Yep.
Here's Amarion. Kick to Caden, and he drives baseline. And there's a foul on, I believe it is Jason Luce. Good take, good strong take by Caden right there.
Yep, drove baseline.
The foul is on Tanner Zimmerman. That'll be his 3rd foul. Bryson Robinson about to check back in. He's got 4 fouls, so got to watch out for that. Here's Caden at the free throw line. And that's a big miss right there.
Missed it short.
That's a big miss right there. Bryson Robinson checking in for Tanner Zimmerman and Tariq Suarez for Mike Anderson. That's a big miss right there. He had a chance to tie this game up, but now make or miss, it'll still have a mountain to climb.
Looks like Coach Ball is going to go with a little bit of offense-defense substitution with Mike and Tanner.
And he knocks that one down. And there's a timeout by the Falcons. So over for Coach Ball, they got some clipboards to make sure, that players do to make sure, everything is going smoothly with players and stuff like that. There's one where you got to put in, like, the players who are in and whoever subs and stuff like that. And, man, when it comes to this offense-defense sub, you panic.
It is a bit of a hassle over there on the bench for some of those guys. But I'll tell you what it does a nice job of is keeping everybody engaged in the game, staying locked in, because, these are long games, long nights on a Friday night, and obviously they want to be here more than anybody, but it helps keep them engaged when you can get distracted easily by a lot of the other noise and everything out there.
A lot of the times when, the offense-defense guys who sub, they don't even sit down. They just stay up, ready to go whenever they need to. So, 2 minutes left in the game. The Owls up by 1. This will be a fun finish this will be a great finish. Here come the Owls coming out of this timeout.
I'm expecting to see some pressure here from Olathe South, probably for the rest of the game. They've been somewhat successful with it throughout the game, and they're hoping to create a couple of turnovers here.
Here comes Tariq, inbounds to Makai Blankeny. Back to Tariq.
Looks like South's going to go with somewhat of a zone pressure here.
And here's a pass to Bryson, and there's a foul. No foul. Oh!
No foul call.
He went out of bounds.
That one was right in front of us, and it looked like he got
chucked. I thought, if we were having a hugging contest, he won, I think. I think he won, but, I don't. Well, can't dwell on the past right now. You got to move on, get ready to play some defense. I'm feeling a Bryson Robinson steal right now, but who knows?
That looked like it had to be an offensive foul there on Caden Caberline, but hey, they've been letting him play all night, so they'll keep rolling with it.
Here's inside to Caden. Caden's got his pass tipped a few times, and now now there's a jump. Oh, and now there's a foul.
That just looked like a jump ball.
There's a foul on 32 Tariq Suarez, and that'll be his first.
I'll tell you what, Coop, it's probably a good thing that we're not officiating this game because we're seeing everything just about the opposite of the way that it is, so either we're in the wrong spot or there's a couple of questionable calls out there.
Olathe South is in the 1-1, so we'll see if he can knock these down. That's back-to-back interesting calls there, but, who knows? So here comes Caden with the first shot, and he knocks it down. And we got another tie ball game with about a minute and a half left. And Olathe South has a chance to take a 1-point lead if Caden Caberlin can knock this one down. And here's the shot. It is good. And Olathe South has a 1-point lead with a minute and a half left to go. Harrison Kissling bringing up the court. Pass to Tariq. Looks like they're staying with this zone press thing. And there's a steal by Amarion. That's a big steal right there. Pass to Caden. And back out to Amarion. I don't think if you're Olathe South you can waste time quite yet. I think you still got to run your offense. You still got to score. And pass to Miles here. Olathe South is in the 1-1. They won't have a bone. And Miles shoots the three and he misses. And there's a rebound to Amarion.
It's a rebound.
Wow.
That's a big rebound for Olathe South.
Very questionable shot right there by Miles, but they got lucky with and there's a pass inside. And they're doing a great job at moving the ball here.
Now if you're the Owls, you probably
I think you gotta at least show pressure, foul. Coach Ball's saying foul.
That's over and back right there.
Oh, they're calling over and back. They're calling over and back. Wow. I had a pretty good view. I think he tipped it. I think Harrison Kissling got a hand on it. But,
it's been questionable all night.
It's been questionable all night. It's been questionable since 5:30. So
that question mark will stay floating.
Here we are. 38 seconds left in the game. Can you ask for a better finish than this, Jake? I mean, come on.
This is as
Here's
exciting as
Tariq
it
with a
gets.
spin move to the middle of the paint. It is no good.
It looks like
Rebound
he just got
south.
absolutely hammered, and then he got shoved
And here
down
he
again.
goes. Is he going to shoot it? He makes the layup. 20 seconds left in the game. 18 seconds. They need a three. Here's Harrison Kissling coming down. We're coming down to the wire. Harrison pulls up for three.
Oh! He does it again!
Kissling!
He does it
Harrison
again!
Kissling makes the clutchest shot
does
of
it
his high
again!
school career, and this game is
They
tied.
can't guard him. If he's shooting the ball anywhere in the Olathe area code, if he's shooting it from the 913 right now, they can't guard him.
Harrison Kissling shoots a half quarter to take the lead. Harrison Kissling shoots a pull-up J from 32 feet out to tie the game.
I mean, you talk about a second half guy, right? And you think Harrison Kissling, we've said it all along, we've said it all night. But, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. He pulled up from just inside the logo, Damian Lillard range, and he didn't even, he wasn't.
He makes one guy fall down. He goes down. He just doesn't care anymore. He shoots it, and he just, wow. Harrison Kissling keeps the Owls in this game.
That ball was in the air, and I think it could have hurt a pin drop. I mean, it took the air out of the gym.
Wow.
And it fell through the net, and, I mean, this place exploded. I jumped up out of my seat. My headset fell off.
54-54 in the fourth quarter of this rivalry game between Olathe West and Olathe South. 9.1 seconds left, Falcon ball. Now, if you're there, you can't get too excited yet because there is still plenty of time left on the clock. So you got to be ready to go. You got to be prepared. And the guy who's kind of carried this South offense, Corbin Dozier, is now checked back into the game.
One thing if you're the Owls here you got to be smart about is you can't foul.
You cannot foul.
Because that's free throws now if you foul, so you got to be really smart. Just play good defense, defensive slide. Like we said earlier, you got to go to the Brad Ball School of Defense. Use the hands, be active.
Here's a pass to Omarion. He's dribbling up the court, gets sidelined, and there he goes. Kick out, bad pass, and he just hurls it up. Oh my gosh! He just makes a tip-in basket to win the game.
He makes a tip-in.
Caden Caberlin gets the bad pass, jump ball, air ball shot, and puts it in to win this rivalry showdown.
That's an absolute
heartbreaker.
We're
We're stunned right now.
just took the air out of the gym.
The Olathe South Falcons come from up 14 to down a few and then back up to win the game. Wow, what a finish. I mean, you can't ask for a better finish to that. Unfortunately, the Olathe West Owls were not able to come out on top, but, I mean, what a finish.
What a finish. I mean, you can't ask for a better basketball game than that right there. That was a fun one.
Hard fought, back and forth. This was an incredible game. Didn't turn out the way we hoped for, but it was a great game. I think the biggest thing for the Owls is that first half inside dominance that Olathe South held was just, they came back from it, but wow.
Yeah, that's a tough loss, but signing off for OW TV, I'm Jake Stevens.
I'm Cooper Carley, and we unfortunately didn't turn out, but it was a great game. Thank you.